What is the poorest country in the world?
Africa.
What is the poorest country in the world?
Africa.
What is the poorest country in the world?
Africa.
One question for me. Where does any synthetic molecule serve the living?
They don't.
Right.
I mean, none.
And am I right in suggesting that a medicine, by definition, is something which contains synthetic molecules? Something that is registered, patented, and put into the market as a medicine?
Absolutely.
Proper. Right. So what I'm learning from you, Dr. Young, is that a quadrillion-dollar enterprise is at work amongst us, decimating, culling the human family.
Intentionally,
using synthetic molecules, which by design are cancer, AIDS, all of the bogeymen we could dream up.
Yeah, it's for the purpose of sterilization and population control. There's too many people on the planet we need to get rid of. In the words of Bill Gates, at least 3 billion people need to die. So we'll just start off in Africa. We'll start doing our research there, and we'll eliminate most of the Africans because they're deplorable. They're worthless. They're not part of this world economy. So they have their rights taken away, and they're suppressed, and they're experimented.
And the multilateral agencies and the health and regulatory so-called authorities and agencies appear in the main to have become weaponized, and appear, I again use the word appear advisedly. We're not casting judgments here. We're taking depositions, listening to expert testimonies, appear to be weaponized and appear to be working in collusion against the living men and women of the soil. Is that a fair statement?
It is. It's not a bacterial war. It's a systemic poisoning war, and they're using chemical warfare against all of us.
Sub-Saharan Africa has been fundamental to the global prosperity of the advanced countries. Okay? And Africa had a role to play. It has a role as a raw material producer. We will not allow Sub-Saharan Africa to escape that. Okay, we do everything to keep Sub-Saharan Africa where it is, also impoverished. It's absolutely vital for the prosperity of everyone else. So let's get clear about that. Okay, and this means all the economic structures, all the global institutions, and the economics we teach everyone is all designed to keep Africa exactly where it is. And whether it is Europe or US or now China, it's always the same. We need Africa to be impoverished because we need those raw materials and we need them dirt cheap.
Eating genetically modified foods causes cancer because it actually puts into the body basic ingredients that the body does not know how to use. DNA from two different species are spliced together. Make tomato and the DNA from an Atlantic salmon, they splice together to create a tomato that will grow in the snow, but it actually doesn't happen. When a human being eats genetically modified food and that food's broken down to these simple structures, especially amino acids, the body says, "Who are you? I don't recognize you." And if there's no other amino acids, they have to use them for the building of the DNA, and that causes flaws.
And you believe it? Don't even know anything about Africa. It's not a country, it's a continent. But the plan to person reduction, human reduction has always been on target. It started with you know what, but hey, the young people of Kenya and all over Africa are uprising. They know what's going on. It was during the time of Kissinger, when Nixon was president, that they decided, in fact, they made an executive order about population reduction. Now we have some people that seem like they're so wonderful. They're billionaires. They have given us something. Bill and Linda Gates Foundation. They deal with the company Monsanto. Monsanto develops seeds, GMO seeds. Monsanto is also the people that cause problems with Agent Orange, cancerous, disastrous chemicals. Their philanthropy is trying to drive and force people here in Africa to accept these seeds. Some of the Kenyans especially have been told that these are the seeds they're going to use. Sovereignty. This destroys the sovereignty of the countries. They want to, in Africa, not to be consumed by these seeds. They don't want them, but they've almost been forced to take them. These are some of the things that the youth are protesting. They want us dead. Overpopulation. They have decided, are they God? That overpopulation, that they need to change the population. They need to decrease the population. And they're busy trying to do it. What better way to start than Africa? A poor country, which is not poor and it's not a country. The richest continent in the world. We're not overpopulated. In fact, we're actually underpopulated here in Africa, if you want to know the truth. What do you say? You listen to what they're saying about Africa. Hey, just think about it. A hand that feeds you is a hand that kills you. Bill Gates is not our friend. So remember, Greeks bearing gifts. Yeah. Don't forget to look us up on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, TikTok, and most of all, check us out on Saturdays on blacksopradio.com. Check the website for the times that we come on the radio station. You'll enjoy it. Hey, thanks to so many of you that have been becoming my partners. You have subscribed. You have liked me. You have commented. You have just been so great and share these videos. They are important for our existence and our power. Kudos to Kenya, Gen Z. Ooh, yeah.